Long overdue EFF welcomes removal of Cilliers Brinks as Tshwane mayor in motion of no confidence. The Economic Freedom Fighters EFF in Gauteng has welcomed the removal of former City of Tshwane Mayor Cilliers Brinks, saying that it was long overdue as his leadership was filled up with poor service delivery. Brink was removed officially from his position as the executive mayor of Tshwane during a council session of Tshwane House on Thursday, September 26th. This decision follows a motion of no confidence filed by the African National Congress ANC to the Tshwane Speaker, who informed Brink about the motion of no confidence. The ANC contends that Brink had failed to address critical issues within the city, including persistent service delivery failures and mismanagement of public finances. The vote to remove Brinks resulted in 120 councillors in favour and 87 against, with one councillor abstaining. The motion received support not only from the ANC but also from Action SA, which is poised to form a coalition to take control of the city. The EFF in Gauteng has expressed excitement over the removal of Brink, saying that it was long overdue. The party's provincial chairperson Kululeko Dunga said they had long advocated the removal of Brink, saying that he failed to manage service delivery, infrastructure, and finances in Tshwane. Dunga said Brink's tenure contributed to the city becoming the worst performing metro in the country. He said the removal signifies a significant victory for the residents of Hammanskraal, Mamelodi, Soshanguve, Atteridgeville, and Mapopane that have suffered from inadequate access to water and electricity and rampant crime under DA governance. It is also a victory for municipal workers whose legitimate concerns have been consistently and arrogantly dismissed by the Cilliers Brinks and the DA. Dunga said the recent Auditor General Tsakani Maluleke's report highlighted the dire financial state of the metro under Brink. Maluleke's report pointed out incidents of mismanagement and maladministration of public funds in the metro. But she said the metro improved its outcome from the adverse audit opinion to a qualified opinion by taking steps to implement prior year audit recommendations. The city repeatedly failed to submit timely, reliable financial statements, resulting in qualified audit outcomes due to poor management and a lack of accountability under Cilliers Brink, Dunga said. In addition, he claimed that Tshwane Metro received a disclaimer performance opinion which revealed a complete absence of reliable systems to monitor essential services. Under Brink, the city spent over 170 million rand of its urban settlement and development grant, leading to the deterioration of critical infrastructure and ongoing reliance on water tanks in Hammanskraal. Dunga cited last year's cholera outbreak which claimed over 30 lives in Hammanskraal, labeling it as a legacy of Cilliers Brink and the DA-led coalition government. Furthermore, the city recorded 500 million rand fruitless and wasteful expenditure this financial year stemming from corrupt practices. Under Brink's leadership, Tshwane accumulated over 6.8 billion rands in debt to Westcom and has also been struggling to meet its financial obligation to Rand Water. Dunga has accused the DA for being racially biased in the service delivery, claiming that it has left black communities deprived of essential services while suburban areas remain unaffected. The rampant crime in Soshanguve and Mamelodi, consistent water supply disruption and unhygienic living conditions due to the lack of proper waste collection system in townships across the city are some of the outcomes of the DA racially based service delivery model, the legacy of Cilliers Brink. He said the EFF welcomes the long-awaited removal of Brink and the collapse of his executive team. In addition, Dunga has called on all political parties to act with maturity and urgency in forming a new government that prioritizes the needs of all Tshwane residents. We remain committed to the establishment of a stable, accountable, and corruption-free government that serves the people with dignity and respect, he said. Meanwhile, Mtata businesses given 14 days deadline to secure legal leases amid eviction order. In a move to reclaim government properties in Mtata, the Eastern Cape Department of Public Works and Infrastructure has issued a 14-day notice for businesses illegally occupying these premises to apply for legal leases. This initiative is part of the Operation Bring Back OBB, aimed to address the hijacked and unlawful occupied government properties. Deputy Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure, Cilliers Brink, emphasized the initiative's focus, saying, "Our aim is not to shut down legally operating businesses, but we want these businesses paying rent to criminals who have stolen government properties to start paying the rent to the rightful owners of these properties." During a recent visit to various mixed business premises in Mtata, including offices, driving schools, salons, and a hardware store, Zikalala and MEC Zipokazi Lusiti reassured business owners concerned about potential eviction. They encouraged compliance with legal processes to secure their businesses' futures. MEC Lusiti added, "The illegal occupations of government properties, both commercial and residential, undermines the state's capacity to generate revenue and maintain our properties. We have entered into negotiations with these small businesses to regularize their leases, ensuring that they are protected and the government assets are not exploited for personal gain." Currently, 82 properties in the Eastern Cape are undergoing legal proceedings with 57 eviction orders issued. Authorities aim to complete 36 evictions by the end of the 2024-2025 financial year, ensuring all actions adhere to legal standards and tenant rights are respected. Meanwhile, Helen Zille stands by Cilliers Brink amid no confidence vote. Former Premier of the Western Cape and notable Democratic Alliance DA heavyweight Helen Zille has taken to X, formerly Twitter, to defend Tshwane Mayor Cilliers Brink, who faces a motion of no confidence on Thursday, September 26th at Tshwane House in Pretoria. The African National Congress ANC filed the motion against the DA-led mayor, accusing Brink of failing the residents of Tshwane. According to the ANC, Brink has been unable to address key issues, including poor service delivery and the mismanagement of public finances in the city in his words. In a post, Zille expressed disappointment over the motion, calling it a tragedy not only for Tshwane but for the broader vision of a government of national unity (GNU) in South Africa. Cilliers Brink may be facing his last day as a mayor of Tshwane. "This is a tragedy not only for Tshwane but for South Africa and the government of national unity," Zille stated. She went on to claim that the non-confidence motion against Brink is driven by political sabotage. He is facing this motion not because he is failing, but precisely because he is succeeding. Zille also accused Brink's opponents ANC and HNSA of undermining Tshwane's recovery efforts for their own political gains, warning of the broader consequences for South Africa. His opponents would rather sabotage our capital city's recovery and undermine the government of national unity than allow him to thrive. History will judge them harshly, those who pursue political vendettas at the expense of South Africa's future, she added. This motion came after HNSA, formerly in coalition with the DA in Tshwane, withdrew its support. Action SA leader Herman Mashaba confirmed that the party is in discussions with the ANC to form a new coalition aimed at taking over the city's leadership with the primary goal of removing Brink as mayor. Additionally, Eyewitness Says News reported that the ANC in Tshwane has received approval from its national to oust the DA-led coalition in the capital. Zille has called on DA supporters in Tshwane to join the protest today, standing in opposition to the motion of no confidence. She also emphasized the importance of the government of national unity for South Africa's future growth and development. Internationally, the spirit of cooperation within the government of national unity has ushered in new hope, investments, and prospects for growth and jobs. But tragically, there are those who resist that progress. If they succeed in removing Cilliers Brink, South Africa will suffer a great setback. Anyone who envisions a better future for our country will support Cilliers Brinks in Tshwane. And that's it from INJIBS Network. Stay tuned to our celebrity and gossip news.